Hello everyone. I just came outside because it's raining and I love the rain and I wanted to look at my tulips before they were gone. It's cool outside, but it feels good to me. I have on my sweat jacket, hoodie, whatever you want to call it. It's a good hoodie, but it's a warm one. And I just have always liked listening to the sounds of the rain. You know what I mean? It's one of my favorite sounds. And then if you can hear my chimes, I like listening to the chimes as well. Well, it is April, so depending on where you live, you're going to get a lot of showers. And I'm in the northeast corridor, so I will get that. And I see the cherry blossoms. The more rain we get, those will fall off and they will be no more. But spring is one of those times of the year that I just really enjoy seeing God's growth. God says in His Word that there's seed time and there's harvest, and that there's a time and a season for everything. And every year, we see new life. We see new growth. And I so appreciate Him showing that to me. I love to see one day there might not be any leaves on the tree, and then the next day you see the leaves starting to bud, and they grow pretty quickly. The same way with the tulips. Now the tulips, from what I understand, aren't the first annual that comes up. Oh, I mix those up sometimes. My girlfriend tried to teach me that, the difference between the annual and the perennial. I know one comes up every year, and the other one you have to replant. But you don't have to replant tulips. Once you plant those in the ground, you get them in the ground before the ground gets icy. In my area of the woods, it's October, and they come up each and every spring. But there's another one, I think it's called a croaker, and a croaker comes up pretty quickly. There's another one that is a long stem, and I've seen them in pink and violet and other colors like that. And they come up, and it's just letting you know spring is here. So I remember seeing the tulips starting to, the tulip leaves actually starting to come up out of the ground, and then I saw the inside portion. I think they call it the stamen, and it started coming up, and I saw the bud on it. And then the next day, a couple days later, I saw the flower, and then I saw the bees, and then hey, I thought I saw a message. I saw the last part of it. How are you? How are you? Well, I want to see the tulips. I hope you're doing well today. Uh-oh, there's a robin. Oh, he got past me. Let me see if I can get him. There he is. Can you guys see the robin? It's two of them. And of course, they're looking for worms to come out because it's so wet. I love to see that red chest. Sort of like a red orangey color. Burnt orange. There's another one over there. Ah, really? Well, I don't. Most of the people in my family and friends say that my voice never really changed. Not much anyhow. A lot of kids' voices got deeper as we got older. But mine, just a little bit, stayed for the most part the same. Oh, they're trying to get those worms. The worms won't have a chance. Are there any, have you guys ever seen any snails or I guess some called, oh, he got one. Did you see that? A slug. Yeah, they're not playing. It's time to eat. Mm-hmm. Oh, they need a little work on their house. Hope they can get it. Oh my. So yeah, so just out here in the rain. It's just raining a little, just a little bit now. Mostly it's just the water running off of the out of the gutters right now. And I like to bird watch and I like to animal watch. I do. Ah, I'm not telling you how old I am. How old are you? Oh, okay, moves over there. Yeah, he's got something. So we've got to get this garden together. Okay, Ray. That's a nice age. God has blessed you to get that far. Let me show you guys. We have some work to do in the garden. This garden really needs some work because you have to clean up every spring to get started for the new things that you want to plant. So we still have some rose bushes. Okay. There's a big one there. Here. And then we have what we call in the front. And I don't know if they're going to come back or not. Those, I like to call them dusty dans. They're kind of light green and white, kind of furry. You too old. I don't think we can get married anyway. I think that's, what do they call it? Polygamy. A polygamist. Because I'm already married. And those are nice to go in the front of your garden. They come up nice and pretty. And so I'll have to find out. Oh, and look at my neighbor's yard. She's got her tulips in the front, if you can see that. Yep. So, yep, we got a lot of work to do. But it looks so gorgeous when it's done. So we have to get some more soil and some nutrients. And you see how the bricks are out of shape there? Now, you know, nobody ran into those. What happens is the earth moves beneath it, and that's what you get. So you have to reset those every year. Now let's take a look at this beautiful tree. I love looking at these trees in the daytime. Look at that. Now this tree and this one and this one, they all produce acorns. Sometimes. Do you know that they don't always produce acorns? Now for the past 2 years, they have not produced any acorns. And they haven't produced any of those flyers. You know, we call them spinners. So I don't know what's going to happen there. I hope, you know, I think the squirrels kind of got an attitude because they were not. And then I see a weeping willow across the street. It's not looking too hot though. There was a fire there on that corner, and now the lot is vacant. But they actually had to tear the whole house down. And then we got, look at the cherry blossom tree across there. Cute, cute, cute. So yeah, got some work to do in the garden. And like I said, I love to be out in the rain. When it's warm outside or when it's hot outside, what I like to do is actually dance out in the rain. I love it. Absolutely love it. After 7, what are you guys doing today? Because I just wanted to share this. I wanted to come out and take a couple of breaths, in. I love the rain, the coolness of it. When it rains, it just makes the air so fresh. It cleanses the atmosphere. And a lot of people don't like rain, but I guess all in moderation is good. But we need the rain for the plants. And I think what I'm going to do is, if I take the time, I might grow some tomatoes again. And what I normally do is over here, I have some planters that I put here, and this whole area ends up being full of planters. And that's where I grow my tomatoes. Hey, Robert. Nice to see you, sir. I want one of you nice women, Frenchmen. I told you before, Ray, you have to pray. Well, you have to. Well, Deacon Gant can tell you, you have to have a relationship with God if you want it to be if you want to be sent the right woman, the one for you, because all women aren't for all men. And then you ask him and you say, Lord, I'm ready to have good thing, because the word says that he that finds a wife finds a good thing. So he'll bring the right one to you, not the wrong one. Yeah, amen. Yeah, you don't need the wrong one, because, and it's not that they're a bad person or could be a bad person. It could just be that they don't compliment you. Sure. Um, you know, how should I say it? Um, See, when two people are married, God means for the woman to be a helpmeet, or a woman that is suitable for that man. And so the man is supposed to, and when I say this, I don't mean do what the woman says, but make sure that he takes creed to what she is saying, because women are wise. And you listen before you make any decisions, because the man is the head of the household. This is true. And men and women should submit one to another. But in order for a woman to submit to her husband, the husband has to submit unto God. Because any woman should not be doing anything just because her husband says so, if it doesn't fall in line with the things of God. Okay? Let's see what Robert said. You should have a relationship. Amen. Don't ask for a wife. You might end up with someone that's not for you. Just pray on it, right? Amen. Looking at my tulips, and I remember Cynthia inspired me and had me out here with tomatoes, growing tomatoes and cucumbers and basil. She asked me, what do you want to grow, Kim? What do you want to grow? And I told her, I want to grow something that I can eat. And she said, okay. Uh, what do you want to try? And I said, well, something simple. And and pardon me, phone ring. And I said, something simple. And I said, how about, I said, I like pesto. I like green salad, things of that nature. And tiptoe through the tulips. And so I said, okay, I like those salads with the red onion and the cucumbers and tomatoes. And so she said, okay, I'm going to send you some seeds for the onions and the tomatoes and the cucumbers. So what I did is I said, well, okay, you don't have to do the one for the onions. I said, let me just take an onion and maybe I can just grow the scallion portion of it out of the onion. And she said, okay. So I did that. And then I grew some basil too because I like pesto, and pesto is a mixture of garlic and basil and butter. So I really enjoyed putting that into my food processor, and it's a good feeling when you are able to eat something that you grew and then you harvested. And I got that from my girlfriend. God rest her soul. That's one thing that she taught me that I can use forever and ever. And every time that I do it, that reminds me of her. So the, all of the plants survived except for the cucumbers. The cucumbers did not make it. Something attacked it right when it was starting to flower, and the bees, and the bugs were coming to pollinate it. And then I think something attacked it from beneath the ground and went up inside of the roots because it started really looking bad. So didn't get cucumbers that year. I had to actually buy the cucumbers. But I went to the farmer's market and I bought the organic ones. So I was good. And I had a good salad and everything. The onions grew really nice. The tomatoes really grew nice. I mean, boy, there's all different kinds of brands of tomatoes that I had no idea about. We just see the ones in the store. Usually they have 3 or 4 varieties, if that. They have the Roma ones that are hardy. They have the ones that are off the vine. They have all different types. Um, and so I learned about that with her. And she taught me how to pollinate if I didn't see a lot of bees or if the flowers weren't coming in at the perfect timing, because it is so important. I realized that the bees and the pollinators, hummingbirds and what have you, come out and they fly from flower to flower to pollinate your plants. That's how you get the fruit. So I learned a lot, and I was glad, and I really enjoyed seeing the tulips, and I enjoy the rain. So I'm going to take a couple of more deep breaths, you guys, and then I'm going to call it. I have I have to get prepared for some things that I need to have prepared before tomorrow, and then I have a live stream that I am going on tonight. If you guys haven't heard of Bobby Jean Lane TV, check her out. She will be on at 10 p.m. Eastern, and that's where I will be. So if you want to come there and hang out with me and shoot the breeze, that's where I'll be. Bobby, Bobbie, Jean, Jean, Lane, Lane, TV. She is a content creator on YouTube, and you'll have a good time. Okay? Let's see. Robert will be there too. He said he wants to take a nap. I hear you, Robert. Make sure you guys thumbs up the live stream for me. I certainly appreciate it. And I will see you guys another time. God bless all.